I'm now joined by Celtics co-owner Steve Pagliuca and Pags. Obviously, we're still mourning the loss of our dear friend, the legend Tommy Heinsohn. Just tell me, what did Tommy mean to you personally?
Wow, Tommy was the heart and soul of the Celtics. It'll be just a very different experience without Tommy. He was so uplifting, so positive. He was a mentor to the ownership group, to the players, the coaches, and he's been around for seems forever. He's kind of an institution here. So even he was a great among greats, and I think the word "one of a kind" is overused, but he was definitely one of a kind. I think he loved everybody except the referees.
I was going to bring that up because he was a larger-than-life personality, obviously in person and on the broadcast. What did you think of him giving the referees the business and getting upset and showing his passion for the Celtics?
You know, it's hard to watch a game without Tommy announcing and getting exasperated about the refs. I know you could see sometimes Mike Gorman just stepping back from his broadcast booth as Tommy was steaming, calming Tommy down. So Celtics fans, everyone, loved Tommy and loved the fact that he was always on your side. And Paul Pierce used to say it was great to have Tommy out there as the sixth man, yelling at the refs, standing up for Paul getting hurt and getting pushed around. It was amazing to see.
Yeah, that's the one thing about Tommy. He was always on the Celtics side, right? He always had your back out there, whether it was broadcasting, as a coach, as a player. He was a true Celtic. What was your relationship with Tommy, and how far back does it go, Pags? Did you know him before buying the team as well, and what were your thoughts of him back then?
I really knew of him. I knew John Havlicek before buying the team, and maybe had met Tommy once, but I got to know him really well starting in 2003. He was extremely welcoming of new owners and our desire to win and bring a championship to Boston. He was a true championship type guy. He loved Doc Rivers. He was a big help to Doc Rivers when we brought Doc on. And I remember, he was kind of coaching players. He was giving us advice. And the great thing was he was for a fast-paced, run basketball, as you know. He was always out there saying, run, get it up the floor, push it up the floor, because he was used to that high octane, style that the Celtics had, and that served us very, very well.
Yeah, exactly. So you guys win the 2008 championship. Obviously a great moment for the entire city, but what do you think winning that one meant to Tommy? Because when I look at the videos, when I look at the pictures, he's just as excited as you guys are, as the players are. What did that mean to him, you think?
That was huge for him. The people can always be great to you when things are going great, but Tommy was great from day one when we were in rebuilding, and he was supportive of us and of Paul, and getting us through all the injuries we had initially. And when we finally got to that pinnacle, I think he became 50 years younger. It was like 1957 again when he won the championship himself. And
yeah.
The guys enjoyed him, and he would have a lot of banter with Kevin Garnett and Ray Allen and Rondo, and he loved those guys, Leon Poe. And think about just the Tommy points. I mean, that's a legend on its own. Hopefully that'll stay for time immemorial. And I love Walter. I still every time I see Walter McCarty, all I can think of is I love Walter.
Yeah, no doubt. We'll miss our good friend Tommy Heinsohn. What do you think, I guess, is his legacy going forward? Because, I said the other day, I don't know if the Celtics as a brand is as big without a guy like Tommy Heinsohn. And I say that, Pags, because he was there as a player, a coach, a broadcaster. Fans even gravitated towards him and showed their passion partly because of him. Give me your thoughts on that.
Yeah, he's going to be really missed. The Celtics have been blessed to have so many legends, and over time, such an incredible organization. Going all the way back to Bill Russell and Havlicek and Larry Bird. Too many greats to say up in the rafters there. So he'll be really missed. I don't know if there's anyone larger than life like Tommy was, and he just brought an electric feeling to the Garden, to the broadcast booth, and to life in general. And he was a real Renaissance man. People don't know he was such a great artist. He sent me a painting that he did, which I have hanging in my house today, and it's a beautiful painting, and I'll always cherish it. But he was a throwback. We could never get him on a cell phone. Why? Because he didn't have a cell phone. Even to talk to him in the hospital, you had to call his son, Paul, to talk to Tommy. He didn't have a cell phone. He didn't use email. So he was a true, throwback, and passionate about everything he did, and really passionate about the people of Boston, the Celtics, and the only thing he wasn't passionate about is referees, and that was great to watch as he supported the team every night. And he was a little bit of a bad influence on me. I was a little rougher on referees when we first came in, trying to win every game, and I had one of the refs come up to me and said, you're going to die of a heart attack like Tommy Heinsohn. You're going to die from yelling at the refs. And so I calmed down. But Tommy never lost his zeal for getting calls right, and it was just fun to watch. A very immersive experience. And we used to see him before every game. I think probably it's been close to 20 years now, so probably over 800 games. Talked to Tommy every night, and I found it very uplifting, supportive, and it was just great to be in the shadow of a great legend.
I'm thinking what it was like to be a referee, because you got Tommy at midcourt yelling at him. You got you guys, ownership on the baseline yelling at him. You guys were hard on the refs. But you know what, Pegs? When I think about it, a guy like Tommy Heinsohn, who became part of the organization in 56, 57, he bleeds green, right? I mean, to be a part of one organization for 60 plus years, there's no reason why he shouldn't bleed green, right? And have the kind of passion. Now I understand it. I used to say, come on, Tommy, you see that? That's not a foul. But this is, the Celtics organization is what he's known 75% of his life.
Yeah, I think he could probably pass a lie detector test and say it was a foul, even if it wasn't, because that's just the way he saw everything green. He saw everything positive. It was an incredible career and uplifting to all of us. I think the Garden was like a church to him, and even when he got older with his ailments and back issues, he would really have a light step, and he'd spark up as soon as he entered that Garden, and we'd see him in the back room preparing for the game, and just a fantastic banner with Mike Corman. Mike is also an institution, and having the two of them together for so many years, I don't think you can repeat that experience. There's been nothing like it, and there probably won't be any like it going forward. So we've been very blessed to have Tommy here in our lives, and winning championships, coaching teams to championships, and being in the Hall of Fame. And the main thing about Tommy was he was a Hall of Fame person. So he cared about the Celtics, he cared about the fans, he cared about the players, and that was authentic, and he didn't really have a bad bone in his body. And I think even at the end, he kind of let up on the referees, and he became friendly with some. So there was redemption at the end.
Yep, truer words haven't been spoken. Steve Pagliuca, Celtics co-owner. Pags, thanks for coming on with us tonight.
It was great to be here. It's very sad, and I can't wait to get back in the Garden so we can all remember Tommy together.
Looking
so thanks
forward
very
to
much.
All right, Pags. Thanks so much now.